what happens when things don't go right? Right. So here's a scenario, and this is all under the system effect umbrella. Now, system effect is basically saying the inlet or the outlet condition do not match how it was tested. Right. So I've got all this test data that's giving me this fan curve, and all this information is great. But if you put a hard elbow at an inlet of a fan, the air is going to act differently. The efficiency of how the wheel grabs the air is going to change. The fan curve itself changes, right? So in our scenario here, this is exactly what we ordered. We ordered 1200 CFM at 2 inches. It was a beautiful curve. It was in a efficient point of operation in this fan's capabilities. Perfect. That's how I tested this fan. That's how I got all this data. And mind you, air moves into the fan beautifully smooth. It exits beautifully. Everything's gorgeous. But this is my installation we're going to have today, right? I have this fan where I am actually expanding and coming in at an angle. And then on the outlet, I'm restricting and at another angle. That does not look like how I tested this fan. And this fan curve, let's kind of make it a little alive here, actually does not even look the same anymore. It looks completely different. And the point that I impact between my system resistance and my new fan curve is going to show quite a loss of CFM. Now, remember, fan curves offset parallel. If I speed that fan curve up, it maintains its shape, but I had to speed it up quite a bit. So in this scenario, I have a not opportune installation, right? I've created a scenario where the fan is less efficient at even moving air. And now to get to the right amount of right volume of air, I had to speed it up. So now it's going to be louder because I sped it up. It's going to be louder because it's in an inefficient zone, and it's going to be louder because the air is having to pull through. More air is going to pull through those same junctions. So I kind of wanted to get to this point where I showed you that, the best selection of a fan can be affected by final installation. I don't think that surprises anybody. But the surprise here comes at how much it can affect that fan's capability to move air. And I wanted to throw it all back onto a fan curve, which is where we started.